Ruritania is a beautiful small country in Europe. There are many green trees and many big blue lakes. People call it the Swan Lake because in the lake there are lots of swans and next to the lake there is a big castle in it. The castle is occupied by a prince Siegfried who is wise and likes hunting, and his mother Princess Mary, whom he loves very much, but his mother does not love the prince. She only loves the treasures in the castle. The prince's father has died. The prince remembers his father by looking at the photos on the walls of the castle. At the time, Siegfried's mother called Siegfried. Siegfried, mother wants to say something. Yes, ma'am. What is it? Tomorrow you will be 18 years old. Mother wants you to immediately look for a future wife for Ruritania. No, ma'am. Siegfried disagrees. You want to remain a man, right? It's not like that, ma'am. Why does it have to be tomorrow? Why can't it be done in the next 10 years? Mother wants to immediately get a grandson for Ruritania as your successor. Okay, ma'am, I'll think about it. Mother will hold a party tonight and will invite 7 women from other countries. After that, Siegfried finally went hunting with Benno and his friends. After a late night, they returned to the castle and enjoyed the food and drinks at the party. Siegfried approached the long table with 7 women from other countries, but Siegfried had no feelings for the 7 women. Not long afterward, Siegfried's mother called Siegfried. Siegfried, come here, mother has a surprise for you. Siegfried approached his mother with a happy face. Yes, ma'am. Princess Mary gave a box to Siegfried. Open my shield. Thank you, ma'am. Siegfried opened the box and inside it was a very expensive bow. Siegfried was very grateful to his mother for the gift. Late night had arrived. The 7 women finally rested in the castle room. Siegfried was confused as to why they didn't go home. Siegfried immediately asked his mother about this. They will come back after you find out which woman you will choose. It's only 7 days. Siegfried couldn't say anything to his mother. He also ran from the castle. He needed to get away from his mother and her questions. He ran to Swan Lake. He needed time to think, and the lake was a good place to think. Siegfried sits next to the lake. The sky above was black, and the lake water was dark blue. A few minutes later, 7 large white swans descended from the black sky into the deep blue waters of the lake. Siegfried watched them. The large geese get to the lake first. Siegfried arrived behind the tree quickly. He noticed 7 women from there. Her eyes only focused on the woman with the crown Odette. The crown woman told her 6 brothers to sit down and talk about the curse they had received. Odette tells the other young woman that the one who can remove this curse is a prince who must marry us. Siegfried immediately came out from behind the tree. He said that he was ready to marry Odette. 7 women were speechless when Prince Siegfried suddenly appeared. Odette said, "Are you sure you want to marry me? During the day I was a goose, but at night we were just a woman near the lake. We couldn't go home because we had been cursed by the evil Rodbeth." Odette agrees to the agreement. Siegfried gave Odette a chain necklace which had a picture of Prince Siegfried on it. Not long after they realized there was a black bird above their heads. Odette told Prince Siegfried to go home immediately because Odette is worried that Rodbeth will come soon. A black bird headed to Rodbeth's house and it turned into a human figure, namely Odile, Rodbeth's brother. Odile told him all about Odette's conversation with Prince Siegfried earlier. Rodbert was happy to hear this news. Rodbert planned something for the party later. Prince Siegfried told his mother to hold a big party because tonight Prince Siegfried wanted to tell his future wife. Which woman do you choose from the seven? She is a real princess, mother. Mother is happy to hear this news. After that, Prince Siegfried went hunting with Benno and his other friends. That time, he broke his new bow. He talked about Odette. He didn't see a blackbird. Not long after, Odette, who became a white swan, saw Prince Siegfried and she went downstairs. But Odette was attacked by a blackbird, and Odette turned into a blackbird and Odile turned into a white swan. Prince Siegfried shot the blackbird and the bird fell and was not found by Prince Siegfried. After that, the prince returned to the castle to wait for Odette's arrival. This time, Prince Siegfried looked very handsome. Not long before 12 o'clock in the evening, the large door of the castle opened. A tall man in black walked in. His name is Dr. Wolfgang. Prince Siegfried knows Dr. Wolfgang very well and always listens to what he says. All the boys in the castle learn language with Dr. Wolfgang. A young woman in a long white dress entered the castle with the doctor. He has a crown on his head with black hair. Siegfried saw it. "That's Odette," he thought. "He's finally here." The young woman was not near B. He was near the big castle door. The prince was near the big castle window. "Princess Odette," said Siegfried, "I'm here. Come to me." The woman by the door looked at him. His eyes are orange. As the woman in white approaches Siegfried, his eyes change from orange to blue. At the same time, in Swan Lake, Odette turns into a woman. He doesn't have a crown on his head now. Why is that? He thought. Then he remembered Prince Siegfried and his bow earlier. He recalls her shooting at him and him falling into the lake. "I'm fine now," he thought. "That's good, but I don't understand. How is that possible?" He heard Siegfried saying and he placed his hand on his photo. Then he understood. "I understand now," he said. "This chain contains the magic of true love. This chain can stop a shoot from a bow. It helps me." Then he looked up at the dark sky. "But wait, it's late now," he said. "What's the time? I have to go to Prince Siegfried castle and soon. He's waiting for me. He wants to take me as his wife and the Rodbert magic."
Princess Odette ran to the castle to meet and give an answer to Prince Siegfried.
Prince Siegfried thought that the woman with Dr. Wolfgang was Odette, even though she was Odile. "Odette," said Siegfried, "I feel so happy that you are here with me now. I love you, you know it." "Me too," Prince Siegfried answered the woman in white, "but are his words real or not?" "What's that?" Siegfried asked. "You don't talk much. Do you have a problem with me?" "No, my prince," answered the woman. The prince asked about the necklace he gave him. Why didn't he wear it? This made Prince Siegfried disappointed. The woman answered, "The necklace is under Swan Lake. I forgot to wear it," said the woman. Prince Siegfried immediately asked the woman his question in front of his mother and everyone. "Odette, are you willing to be my wife?" The woman answered that I am ready to be your wife, Prince Siegfried. Prince Siegfried immediately gave the woman his first kiss. Unaware that Odette had come to the castle without her crown and saw everything that was happening, she immediately burst into tears and ran to Swan Lake. Prince Siegfried saw Odette, who was wearing her necklace, leaving. Then he didn't think much and said, "You are not Odette," to the woman. The woman admitted that she was not Odette. She was Odile, Rodbeth's sister. Odile immediately turned into a woman dressed in black who actually looked like Odette. The woman said, "You are too late, Prince Siegfried. You have already given me your first kiss." Prince Siegfried did not think that the doctor he knew, Dr. Wolfgang, was the evil wizard Rodbeth. Prince Siegfried still recognized Odette even though she doesn't wear a crown, because she wears a necklace from him. Prince Siegfried immediately chased Odette towards Swan Lake. Odette cried about what happened and told this to her brother. His brother was also sad about this incident. After Prince Siegfried came to see Odette, Odette said, "Don't talk to me." He answered it, "You love Odile, not me. I saw your kiss with him." Prince Siegfried persuaded Odette to forget what happened earlier. He didn't know that Odile had turned into Odette. After that, Odette began to forgive Prince Siegfried, and Prince Siegfried immediately carried Odette. Suddenly, two blackbirds flew above them and turned into the figure of Odile and Rodbeth. Rodbeth did the strong magic to kill Siegfried. With his book, he opened the page he wanted to magic to kill Siegfried. "Don't kill him because I love him," said Odile. "Why are you, Odile, moving aside?" Prince Siegfried attacks Rodbeth's book with his father's sword to stop the magic he uses. He does what Odile tells him to do. Rodbeth's curse on 7 young women has disappeared. Rodbeth turned into his usual figure. The magic on his body had disappeared due to the attack, carried out by the Prince Siegfried with the help of Odile. Odette and Siegfried finally lived peaceful in Ruritania and had a child named Leopold. Odile and Rodbeth became good friends with Prince Siegfried and Odette. Now Ruritania is safe and calm.